Ladies and gents, welcome to the bronze round of our Halo Wars 2 1v1 Pro League. The third place is getting decided here. 200 pounds are on the line and Scootman's playing as Decimus. In the red, we've got Dark. Who's Jerome? And off we go. We've got a Marine up front, a Grunt going across to steal some resources there. And just a box standard generator third. It's probably going to be the case for both sides. Dark's getting a super early watchtower. I don't know how I feel about that one. Choppers here to bully. But with two Marines, when you pull them close together, it's basically impossible to chase a chopper down. However, the chopper can't beat two Marines, so it's an ideal play, I think, to go with one Marine for this one, another one for this one. They should be comfortable. So you have 4 early game Marines out, and you still get all your mini bases. That's the goal for UNSC here, and then you can just go into hero or second generator or whatever makes sense. I think in this case it's gonna be second generator because Banish loves to go second generator themselves, so you kind of want to keep up with that. Bedrock is a very long map, so you're not gonna be the guy really pressuring them too much either, because they can just more or less keep up. Of course, a Spartan and Barracks build can do quite a bit of pressure, so you want to be a little bit careful about what UNSC is capable of. And we've seen a Darkangel juggle as well, so he's recycled this mini base to get the other one before the chopper could steal it. Question is how much of a DPS of a grunt squad is in the elite or the brute alone? Not that much of it. I don't remember off the top of my head, but like the squad members contribute quite a bit. If there's just a brute left, it's very little damage that comes out. It's definitely more than a grunt, but I don't recall it being more than 2 grunts. I doubt it. We'd have to look it up exactly though. Warlords from the rear mini. We got jump routes. And this is interestingly not gonna be a raid camp. One of the strategies I really like for Banished here is just rally across the map with the mini bases. Go after the enemy mini bases with your brutes. It's pretty easy. You just keep queuing and let your units go. Don't use all units. It should all be quite comfy. Now it's getting a nice little capture in here. Early expo for Dark. You guys know what that's for. Of course he's gonna get Mastodons. And if he goes Dispersion Nozzles, that could actually be pretty potent. But you want to be careful with that Warlord. Don't donate him as the hero, right? A stun from this guy, plus the brutes continuously jumping on you, that's not something you want to deal with. About to unlock the third point. The hero is getting his Mantis upgrade right now. And Scoot's gonna come in with a handful of brutes, but I don't think he quite wants to take a fight here. Scoot's upgrade for tier 2 is coming in. He's not queuing a base or anything like that. He probably wants money for beam, which he just unlocked. The brutes are jumping on the marines. They have some pretty good anti-infantry damage as well. But I think if they just go into the Mastodon now, they'll be absolutely fine here. Don't even need to. Tier 2's coming in for Dark. He doesn't need to spam too many Mastodons. What matters is Hellbringers. He's got a handful. I wish there was a bit more. I wish Dark had a second thingy, barracks. Maybe you can capture some power nodes now. Maybe you can get a third generator going. That's the kind of place we need to see. For now, it's probably best for Scoot to just get out of here. Bully the mini bases maybe a little bit. Slow everything down. Is this a loser's bracket? There's no loser's bracket. There's only bronze round, so you decide who's third and fourth. And it's a single elimination tournament. More engineers coming in there. Oh, captures one of these guys with the hammer pull. Every Mastodon you can take out here is huge. There's dispersion nozzle, as we have predicted. Dark has a whole lot of resources that he could be using, but dispersion nozzle, Hellbringers are currently working hard. He doesn't have that many of them, right? Still a problem for Scoot, though. And Jerome stays alive. There's a beam going after the Mastodon, but I think with the Nightingale healing it, that's just actually not gonna go down. Or is it? Oh, just about. And that makes Jerome dead. Nice one. What are the brutes doing in there? Even with dark skies, this isn't kind of their spot to be. Dark can actually make a lot happen now. He's still pumping both Mastodons, Nightingales, and Hellbringers. So if he can keep popped and just cross the map now, I think he could actually win. But you gotta be a little careful, because if Scoot reaches the Decimus drop, that can kind of fight back pretty good. So you still need numbers here. I have to say, when Dark plays Mastodons or Wraith Invaders, whatever limousine he chooses, it works pretty good. I think people should do this more often. Can't do it with Pavium, he's gonna do it here. Hey, Jerome. Oh god. 4 of them getting Vortex, that's a problem. Now this Hunters... It's kind of crazy these brutes are such all-rounders. They can just beat up anything. This dude's breaking through, guys. Gets XP in the car, yeah, that's true. Marine is leveled up. Just he can't keep his boys alive. Scoot's just a little... He macroed very nicely. One star. Warlord's having an absolute party here. I wonder, is Darkangel not playing with mines? Why not? Don't tell me he's playing with frickin' vision buffs. So you can't just not play mines. This army was stunned earlier, right? By the Mantis. Then you stun it with the Victory Turret. There's no way they can avoid the mines between those. Dark should have cleaned up there. But because he's not playing with mines, it's like one hand tied behind his back. Now Scoot's gonna tie his other hand too, because Decimus. Scoot, in fact, has 3 hands. The 2 heroes and the army. That's 3. Oh, and leader powers. 4 hands. He's using them all. I think he's gonna destroy that base now. There's just nothing here for Dark. Trying to upgrade it, but I don't think it's happening. There's brutes coming still for Scoot. There's a Jerome dead. And now it shouldn't be a problem to go after the base at all. Vortex is weakening absolutely everybody. The last of the Mastodons is now down. Decent slam is well there by the Warlord. I'd be shocked if he wasn't 2 stars soon. Done so well. And then we've got the Banshee edition. So that's really the end for Dark there. There really was a chance here for Dark, but yeah, not without mines. That's just not happening. Ladies and gents, welcome to game 2. That was a long break we've just had. Dark had some connection problems, but Scoot's here as Capitano Cutter. On the other side of the map, we've got Dark in the red. He's going to be playing as Wordus. Now, Wordus is a pretty good pick on this map in general, but our rules do state that you cannot go for combat spoils, which makes his pressure play a little bit worse. Then again, Banished in general is just fine here. It's just you don't get the engineer bubbles as Wordus. Instead, you have to play into the goo and potentially use your choppers to ram infantry into mines, especially if you go with the upgraded mine level 2, which people don't do too often, to be fair. The other alternative is that you do your goo drop, your goo boy drop, onto enemy mines. So Spartan mine stunning isn't necessarily going to be a huge problem for Wordus. If you just keep your cooldown in play to counter that, that should work just fine. Can we get a Hungarian cast? No, nobody would understand. There's not a single Hungarian here. Just me. Guarantee it. Also, all the English terms would just fill it up, right? Like, I don't know how you translate all the buildings. You probably don't. It's like with technical stuff. You know, programmers game devs, whatever. Everyone speaks Hunglish, as we call it. Yeah. I really don't use the language day to day anyway. So even just for colloquial speak, it still ends up being really rusty. Have to look up words. Anyways, Spartan from Scoot early on. Nothing unexpected there. You don't want to deal with any surprise brute attacks. I like the Hellbringer additions because they'll help a lot with cleaning up these mini faces as well. Picks off a single Marine. Maybe a Hellbringer gets picked off there. I mean, once the goo guys do suck up the goo, they can basically two-shot the Hellbringer squad members. That's pretty good. Maybe Dog can make something happen on the other side, but I just don't like the infantry approach to this. I would so much prefer if we went for a bunch of choppers and a little bit of brute support. Like, you know, you ram people into mines and then you stun them with the brutes. That's it. That's the trick. EOD in the chat is like, why isn't Hero playing today? Dude, they're gonna play the finals. It's Hero versus EOD. That's so funny, man. You're prepared, sir. That's funny. Hey, there's some ODSTs on the main. Oh, Dark isn't prepared for that. That extractor will actually just go down to the ODSTs alone. That's insane. There's no one here to defend. One more reason to go choppers. Hell, you keep at home 2 choppers, and they should be able to just shoot down some of the satchels, at least 2 of them, I think. It'd be great to keep your buildings alive, right? One thing, however, that's going in Dark's favor is the power node control. He's doing great with that. That was a great opportunistic grab there by Scoot, however. I have to say. Trouble for him is that even though it's tier 2, the brutes are coming for his generators now. Spartan should be able to keep the second one safe, but the one that's destroyed is gone forever. More Hellbringers getting made. Maybe they'll have dispersion nozzles or something. I don't know. I mean, you gotta upgrade the Spartan, you gotta upgrade the generator. That's a lot of stuff to buy. Dark has 2 points. It's a large float. Deer drops ready. Got the Spartan upgrade. It's not... Oh, it's done, actually. What is he upgrading? Those are still flashing. Alright. Well, 1 star on the Spartan is now in. Another raid coming up, but there's just not enough stuff here to deal with the Spartan. It's so difficult when you only have like a handful of brutes, and this guy has a Spartan laser, so he picks them off easily enough. The ODST should be able to destroy the mini base here. Yeah, they will use their satchels. That's that. Dark doesn't recycle there. Throwing the plastic bottles straight into the ocean. Don't worry guys, it'll end up straight in your sushi. Oh my god. Well, there's grunts all over. They're protecting the power nodes. That's nice for Dark, but he really needs to make something happen. The USC blob is getting stronger. Don't see any place against that just yet from Dark. Doesn't have an expo. He has minis, which is great. Some of these brutes are coming out, but he should have an expo by now. He has money. But nor does he have good units against infantry. Or a big economy. And in fact, he has unupgraded harvester. Dark needs to do something, man. The Grenadier upgrade, what? The Grunt upgrade, what? I like what Scoot's doing. Dispersion Hellbringers, yeah, that's what you should do. And it's 5th point time, so he could do a big drop. Got nearly all the resources he needs for it. Shield just comes up in time, however. 2 turrets shouldn't be enough, I think, to deal with this. Dispersion also Hellbringers get to work as well. The OST satchels have done some damage already. But it's really the big drop that Dark should be worried about. And he's only 58 pop against the full pop UNSC army there. Okay, he's got a bit of a cataclysm. It's not doing that much damage. The Vortis mine over there also does get detonated, which means more cataclysmic damage. Archer missiles getting dropped onto some of these buildings. I think Scoot just continues to rip the base to shreds. Oh, imagine if Dark had that during the cataclysm, man. I bet he was broke. Too late now. Then again, he only lost 2 buildings to a big drop. He can keep going a lot longer. We got brutes coming in, but the Spartan will punish that. Lots of ODST satchels here. The grunts are eating it. Holy cow. Still, Scoot does have to be a little bit careful. Scoot's the one that's expanding. That's what we should have seen from Dark a long time ago, but he only has brutes. Oh god. Ouch. Scoot's double expanding. And he's starting to clean minis. Game is about to swing in his favor super hard right now. Infantry upgrade 1 is coming in. I don't get it. Dark just doesn't have stuff. Every now and then he's making a brute. But that's it. It's very underwhelming right now. Doc has rebuilt. He could go tier 3. Maybe get his hero out or something. That could be alright. It's definitely worth healing those ODSTs. I want to see a Nightingale now. You make one Nightingale, you save yourself 800 resources worth of ODSTs. Hell, it's more than that because it's 4 of them to be healed. 5th one is also at just half health, so let's say it's like at least 1500 resources of ODSTs there. Some of them are veterans. And yeah, Dark isn't gonna continue that. Scoot just got too far ahead in this one. GG. What? It's a best of 5. More coming. Welcome to game number 3. Scootman is going to be bringing Anders here to Rift. And on the other side, we've got Darkangel playing as Colony. And I need to pay out the Twitch betters. I forgot to do it. But it looks like Scoot's securing his mini base early on to prevent a steal. We'll still need the back mini. But there should be no problem. He's already got a unit there. Okay, sorry. We are fully focused now. Twitchers can vote. Surely that Marine will get it, right? Oh wait, Dark. Okay, he wasn't looking. But he's got the wall strategy again. Second time in this tournament. It worked against DOD. It might work against Scoot. It was even the same matchup, actually. Which is wild. Mini-base juggle? Are we going 2nd gen? Yes, we are. Scoot's most certainly not going to do any stealing here. Get out the early Spartan instead, that's the plan. And then you could go after power nodes fairly easily, without too much concern. Just jump over the cliff. Should be fine. Still the side power available. Scoot didn't bother to really leave here. So Dark's getting most of that. I think he's already gotten his own side covered. Of course, UNSC going Spartan here means that there's a much later 2nd generator, but that's fine. It's kind of the goal anyhow. 2nd wall's in. Spartan will have to jump down. Scoot doesn't want to jump down. He wants to destroy the wall. Why not? One power node after the other. Scoot can get increasingly rich. Darkangel is trying to go for The quick expo with tech 2, with hero. But it's difficult to do all of those things at once. Some things will have to be sacrificed. One advantage of doing this though is that you get some pretty quick leader power progression. Spots the Spartan there, might be able to go after it. Or walls. Here in the chat is suggesting to clean up the walls with a Hellbringer or something to get more XP. That's true. You do get XP for these. Spartan's already 1 star, by the way. That's really nice for the long term. As the main objective with the Spartan will be to survive as long as possible and keep jumping from Reaver to Reaver, as you'll be using your Super Sentinel to put on real pressure. Removing Reavers is a big deal. Won't be getting to 2 stars, but hey, 5 power nodes is 5 power nodes. Third gen 4 Dark. Scoot's tier 2, by the way. It's going to be adding garages. I wonder if it's going to be for hogs or if it's Kodiak stuff. He's also got his armory ready. So that Spartan should be upgrading soon. I wonder if he's got mines or turret drop. Spartan needed to be home, but yeah, Scoot will have just recycled that pace because this isn't happening. Those boys would have messed this up for sure. I'm surprised Dark is not sending them after the mini base there. There are still 5 power nodes for Scootman. This is not sustainable. For Dark, that is. Although he has the extra slot and everything. Which is nice. The extra generator is fighting against this a little bit. Yeah, ultimately those Goliaths are going to be the ones to recapture everything. We've got yet another wall from Dark. Oh my god. So many walls. All these have been destroyed, by the way, or rather, they self-destructed. They do time out after a while. Siphon Overcharge is getting researched. So I like the chances of that Hunter Capitano over there to deny the base for sure. Well, not deny, but shut it down. But now it does look like Scoot will build up this base without issues. The Spartan should just stay at home to protect it, honestly. And we're also gonna have Kodiaks with Sentinels now. Take a look at that. As these building blocks are gonna get destroyed, he's gaining XP. Great time to be a Scoot. Eventually our man will get rich from this. We'll probably have a much faster Sentinel than normal. Although Scoot has been denied the ability to build a whole lot of buildings, so it's not really going to be faster because Dark's done a good job containing him. But he still captured all the power nodes, he still killed all the Sentinels. You know, that stuff adds up for sure. Capitano's coming over as these guys can finish the job over there. Screech is going to recycle. Not a little bit of XP. And we're going to be getting our Skit Marauder. Bunch of hunters. I'm a little worried that Dark doesn't have enough Reavers yet. It's kind of 9 minutes. You should have a few by now. Then again, Scoot will need like 1,000 more resources to really get going here. And actually cast that Sentinel. Oh. He went here. Okay. He survives. That Capitano nearly died there. Teleport absolutely saved him. And just attacking that mini base wouldn't be the worst idea, because it'll help him recover his health. He doesn't want the business though from all these Kodiaks, understandably so. Well, Scoot has 3 gens. Still 3 power nodes despite all the momentum that Dark has for himself. Although this base is probably not staying up. Scoot's basically ready for a retriever, right? No, he's spending his money still. What is he spending on? Hold on. Making this a separate slot? What? Scoot? What's that all about? To be fair, if he didn't do this base, he'd have a retriever sentinel right now. Which might just serve him better, honestly. Dark doesn't seem to have any Reavers still. Not a significant number anyway. Spartan can steal them. That's just 2, right? And those Kodiaks are absolutely about to open up on that base. That's gonna hurt. Strip the shields, drop in the retriever. You're good to go. Whatever Scoot making here should stop. He's making more Kodiaks. He could just max out some Kodiaks and the Reavers are not going to be ready for that. It's putting a lot of pressure on this base right now. Turret's about to get wrecked because there's no more shield to protect it. And I think you can just target the main base here because there's not enough... there might be enough healing with 4 engineers actually. It is a 7 slot. It's a normal turret, not a shield juggle. Dark, you really gotta heal the base, man. It's starting to look not so good. But you actually have to target those engineers and not use all units, because otherwise trouble. Okay, Capitano's coming out to go after the Yaks. Easier said than done still. But he's an absolute tank, so if any hero can do it with an army's support, it's this one. Darkangel has 1 million resources. He's taken out Scoot's back base. He's taken out the other expo. And he's just taken out all the Kodiaks. This could actually work out. And guess what? Scoot doesn't seem to have enough resources to call in the retriever. Just lost all his Kodiaks. Never underestimate this Dark guy. I just did, and look what happened. Scoot just did, and look what happened. I'm not Scoot. We just fought the same. Holy shit, 3 turret upgrades at the same time? I hope that's empty air up front there. Yes. That's great, because that air support does need to be thinned out there. Don't like the Kodiak production on the front lines. That is risky. They get picked off, that's 500 apiece, man. But alright, there's gonna be some good number of defensive Kodiaks. Dark might have pushed a little bit too soon, but he can just do his big call-in. Where is the drop? His own side bases are coming up. Plenty of upgrading left to do, of course, but hey, it's more than he had a minute ago. He out of here. Oh, another Kodiak to pick. That's good. It's already worth the teleport. Another mini base destroyed. Damn, Scoot is actually having to turtle up. He's tier 3. What? No Retriever Sentinel. Maybe he's going Condor. I don't know. EOD didn't do it, so why not Scoot? Give us the Condor. But the way these resources are going, Dark is tier 3. He could go Scarab. that's actually something that could happen here. And you know, Scarab with 3 skits on, that is something else entirely. I'm liking the stanchion snipers, however. That's good stuff. You can tell by the blue targeting lasers. Devastating Host is in as well. Snipers causing some trouble, but the engineers can kind of fix everything. 5 snipers, it's pretty good. I'm not sure it's enough. The 2-star Reaver gets stolen, but the Spartan pays for it with his life. Not ideal. The snipers seem to be taking down that Capitano. They succeed. No engineer bubbles that time. The devastating Host drop is gutting a whole lot of them, though. Retriever Sentinel gets called in. That might actually save the day here. There's only 1 Reaver that I can see. It's definitely not enough to defend against the Retriever. So the Retriever will push all this back. Scoot can be a little bit more aggressive about it too, I'd say. And ultimately, it will be down to Dark to make something happen now. The defenders really turtles up with mass Kodiak, and we're absolutely seeing that. You just can't have a ground army anymore. It's... How do you handle that many sentinels? You have to go air from here. Okay, who's on Reddit saying that the pros only rush? This is gonna be a 30-40 minute game minimum. Okay, we're gonna get improved taunts now. That's a tier 3 upgrade. Shrouds are coming in. Dark's still trying a ground army. I'm not sure I love it. Good use of the cloak generator there. Oh, the Kodiaks are moving up. Oh my goodness. If Dark teleported into that, that would be something. I think this base should be just destroyed. If the Kodiaks had focused on the base, 1 volley, that's all it would take. Dark is trying his best to heal it, but it's just not upgraded. If that base was a 7 slot, maybe there's hope, but yeah, we're nowhere near that. Hunters end up in the middle of the Kodiaks, and they're gonna rip him a new one, guys. That's rough. Scoot's heavily punished for this attack. But it's still nice to take out the base. Retriever gets away. Spartan should get away. I think it'll be fine. Can't let Dark stay on 4 bases for long. That would be bad for your health. Okay, 120 pop upgrade, Dark. Come on. And then air switch. That's all we need. Was a good cleanup on those Kodiaks, I have to say, though. There's not many left. Scoot's still on 80 pop, though. What is he making? More snipers, more yaks. Interesting. I mean, some of them are already sieging here. But he's in no rush to grow that attack force right there. It's not enough. It's a lot of resources for Dark. I really like to see him spend it, and especially that 120 pop upgrade. So important. He's gonna have more stuff. You could squeeze out the Scarab for... By the rings, he could make a skip. Give me scrap. Otherwise, we let Scoot take all your bases, Dark. Slowly but surely, Scoot is definitely making a difference here. That's gonna be another base destroyed. And now Scoot's ahead all of a sudden. Okay, that should be a takedown, surely. There's no way this escapes. Ah, Scoot kinda let that go. We won't be able to do another one for a while. He's spent a lot of power on Wolverines and snipers and whatever. But he can pump Kodiaks all day long. Oh, maybe you should consider tanks. Just looking at all these Reavers, I think tanks would be a wonderful switch. Yeah, they're playing very cautious, guys. Strike is absolutely correct. They are not gonna just attack. Wait. Nah. You can't break a base with Reavers. Hey, tank! Scoot's making more now. He's had enough of those Reavers. Yeah, the Warthog hit squad, I love it. Wouldn't normally expect that. Reinforcements too, finally! We needed this so much sooner. You just find Kodiaks there out in the open. It's easy enough to push through. Where's the third? Oh, there. They didn't really want to drop in there. feast your eyes upon this mess. Whoever got stuck here will be going down probably. That Reaver is getting pretty weak. 2-star is a great snipe if you can get it. Doesn't look like it will happen. They got the Locust though, that's something. Anyway, the rest of the guys are just over here looking to take over the base again. Maybe a little bit of an attack, but again, there's so many Kodiaks on the defensive. Wouldn't strongly recommend it. There are tanks now. 6 tanks for Scoot. So Reaver army would just absolutely melt to that for sure. Very passive game. It's really all about patience and finding a composition that can handle the other guy. And right now I still think it would be air. So Colony Air will do just fine against this. There's only 4 Wolverines. You don't worry about that too much. Hell, you get the Capitano on top of him to taunt. Even the tanks wouldn't be too scary, although the Capitano would certainly go down, but at least your air would go to work. Decent Hunter's brand there. Let's see if there's enough Hunters in this one. I would wager not. The tanks are absolutely owning. But so far, the engineers are holding strong. There's just not enough Wolverine in there to break it. Scoot's at max pop though, so long term this will work. Just needs to keep pumping. Dark down to 77 pop, but the Capitano is staying alive despite all the odds. It's with that engineer focused healing as well. And he's absolutely feasting himself on these sentinels, by the way. Tanks are coming back. Might have the finishing blow in them there. Oh, are you gonna get it? Another teleport, are you kidding me? Dark can do this all day. Apparently. Got Sharp Crown Cyclops now. Canister shots are hurting the Hunter in there a lot. The Capitano also probably won't last too long against the snipers. There's many of them too. Trying to taunt. Can he make it? It's gonna be really close. I think Scoot just might not have enough. Okay, he does have enough. He does. Just barely. Just barely. The new units coming in really changed this. Whew. Finally, the Capitano goes down, so at least he won't be veteran. Maybe Scoot has some hopes. But that really took everything he had. He does have some resources still. So he could remax with some kind of vulture play to just nuke bases down. Especially if it ends up so that Dark doesn't have enough anti-air. But he's still going into Wraiths himself. The Wraiths aren't going to be the best of options into Scorpions, right? What is this match? Sniper shooting the walls, because why not? Eventually I'll get him. Makes you wonder how many leader powers these guys already have unlocked. They're also floating a bit, so definitely Darkangel could have the level 3 brand. She doesn't have money for devastating host at this point. That's a problem. The Scoot's maxed out here. Darkangel's just on 56 population. This could be a huge issue, in fact. He's gonna brand free the entire army. But there is a restoration drone ready to go, so that should save some of these tanks. I think Scoot should just keep going. He set up 2 Kodiaks in the back. It's enough. There's a third one coming. And that should strip the shields. It's already done that. There's plenty of detection here. Breaking through the turrets left and right. We know units that can come out of this base. Thanks to making sure of that. Individual buildings getting picked off very nicely. Devastating host called in from Dark, but he's still just 56 population, although the hunters are upgraded with beams and all. There's too many tanks, there's too many stanchion snipers. It's just a really good comp from Scoot. It's working out rather well. Unfortunately for him, Kodiak is up front. That's a mistake. It's okay. Still got a Spartan that can take one of those Wraiths. Or the 2-star Reaver, actually, for that matter. Cloak is becoming a problem. There's not many snipers left here. I actually see none. It's just a Spartan now. So Scoot will have to make some more of those. Wolverines, Nightingales, all the things that he can get. Because right now he can't fight the base and the shields are back up too. Colony turtle power is definitely real. Oof. Ooh, those Wraiths absolutely got owned. Scorpion is just a better unit. But, you know, it's still very difficult to break into a cloaked base with hunters underneath. Another brand? Damn. 3 minutes have gone by quickly. If Scoot called in the Retriever, that would actually be a pretty good play right now. Probably wouldn't be difficult to destroy the cloak. There's nothing to rush. He needs to heal these tanks up. He's got the resources for it if he wants to do that. There we go. Ah, taunted. Tanks are getting relatively healthy there. They're not able to break the shields. And that Capitano over there, he can do this all day. Especially if the Retriever is smoked. Can't shoot then. This is the final. No, this is a bronze round. Finals right after this. Might be after this game if Dark can't max out. But if he does max out, a full colony army is just terrifying. You probably don't want to deal with that as good. What are all the things banned in the tournament? Where can you check in the bracket? So, since you're on YouTube, there's a link in the description to the bracket. You can check everything there. As far as rules go, as far as who's played, what the scores are. It's the first thing. Scoot's gonna play passive. We're actually going to make this a 1 hour match, I think. Dark's gonna max out too. Oh boy. Okay, the smokes on that Capitano are pretty decent. The Sentinel network ready as well. They're gonna be cast right on top of this army. Spartan stealing a Reaver there. Another Baron 3 comes down. This guy might reach a 2-star status if he keeps doing that. Might just be too difficult. He's surviving, guys. I can't believe it. The rest of the army here is doing work. Oh, the Scorches are melting the entire crew. Scoot might just lose this one. The Sentinel is down as well. He could drop in another one. That's probably one of the things he should do. There's only 3 Reavers. Okay, I think he can do another one. But he might not have the cooldown ready. Chat is showing the dichotomy. Some people like EOD would love this game if it was themselves. Everyone else would be like, I'm curious what everyone thinks about that. Like, are you do you welcome the turtle, basically? Because this is a full-on Team Respawn Super Turtle here. Except the players are pretty damn good. Sorry, Andrew. Oops. Did I just say that? Yes, I did. Well, Scoot's down the base now. And it's gonna be... Oh! Okay, I thought he would just do more of the same, but we're changing it up. We got the Stunny boys. I can't believe we got Sentinels! Yes! This is so good. Okay, I'm actually in this now. Okay, I'm activated. I'm using up my energy for these guys. Giving them all I've got. I hope Scoot is too. Dark has to respect this. They can stun everything. And then just keep chaining it. It's kind of brutal, but that Capitano is 2-star. You have to be careful. If they keep chaining their stuns and there's a heal coming in, then maybe everything's okay. But there's also 2 Reavers. One of them 2-star. I think they're going to be fairly comfortable. Nightingales perhaps will need to use their smokes up and everything. But so far, so good. Like, not many of them have died, and he cleaned up the entire army of Darks. Now, this is gaming. Guys, the Sentinels, okay, throughout a majority of the game's duration, they're not going to be great. But once you have them fully upgraded, you pump them. You do a surprise switch and keep using that ability, because they can permanently stun at least half of the army, okay? Just stagger it a little bit. And you'll force shit like that. And then you can go back into tanks. You almost never get to see this. But Scoot's entertaining us now. It's not just entertainment. These are actually good units. But you have to be at this fully upgraded stage. For that, not so much. I mean, you can defend against scout spam, I guess, but you don't really do this in the mid-game. They're just too slow to make, too expensive. Infantry is too abundant. You don't do this in the mid-game. You do this now. And guess what? All the leader powers are going to be a huge problem for those Reavers as well. Now, smoking the Capitano and just stunning him once he comes out of it and there's no more smokes available, that's a pretty big play. The Kodiaks are absolutely shelling those Reavers to pieces. And the Sentinels just keep getting spammed. Scoots on 100+ population the whole time. And he can just keep stunning all of those Reavers if he wants. See, that one's stunned. And you just pick him off. He's done a great job. The Dark is getting very rich. This is scary. Scoot still doesn't have that third base. I'm not sure he can keep it. This is such a rare sight. Guys, I want to see these more. So, if you're struggling with Anders to put the game away, give it a shot. I think it's a good idea. Genuinely. It's not like a selfish fetish that I've got that I just want you to make these. It's actually good. Although the game might be too far gone to make it work. Being behind bases and all. Oh yeah, that's a really good point from Mighty in the chat. So, the Reavers, they have tracking shots, right? But if they overkill something, the remaining missiles just go into space. And these guys don't have that much health, right? There's a lot of them, but they don't have a lot of health, so there's a lot of overkill potential wasted by the Reavers. The Reavers do have AoE on them, right? So that's a little dangerous. But if you have a big enough spread on these guys, you're going to be able to overcome that and actually make the wasteful tracking, or the loss of tracking rather, work in your favor. That's exactly what we're seeing from from Scoot right now. 93 pop to 93 pop, but it's not on the field, it's in the production queue. Oh my god, that, holy shit! That low health just played against Scoot right now. Oh no! It was such a good idea as well. But that Brand, while he wasn't moving, just absolutely clipped his wings. And now I think Scoot might be dead. Oh no! Not like this! No, that's terrible. I feel so bad. Oh no! Finally, someone's making these pretties, and it should have been from space. Okay. Wow. Yeah, Taunt's a pretty good ability, guys. That's for sure. Will this Capitano get out of here? Because he can't dodge a beam. Not getting out of here. Scoot's desperately trying to hold on, but that's all it is. A desperate attempt to hold on. Zester, was it you the last time as well with the Sentinels? I'm not sure who did that. Was it EOD? I think it might have been EOD. I mean, this whole thing woke up even the YouTube chat. I like it. Couldn't the Scarab break this? No, the Scarab would get permanently stunned by the birds. More Kodiaks this time. It's not just Sentinels now. Still, Dark's gonna lose that base unless you can go and do something about it. A good brand here would, again, make a huge difference. Especially combined with the Capitano's taunt. He doesn't have skids at the moment, that's not so great. He gets a taunt! Oh my god, they can't move. The brand's coming through, holy shit. He just lost all the Sentinels. Well, not all, but most of them. But he's got a bigger one. And he caused some in from the sky too. Oh my god, can Scoot actually do this? Darkangel is getting low on pop. He's very rich. He can make units forever, in theory. But what about in practice? If he slips up on the macro a little bit, he's gonna get his face cracked. Thing is, if we get to a draw, Dark has more stuff, so the ruling would say Dark wins that one. So Scoot actually needs to destroy this base in order to make progress. Then he has to go for the other one too. Oh, the Sentinel will go down, man. Oh no, and the Capitano is vetting up. Oh, the Sentinels are toast. Dark is just happy to turtle at this point. His bases aren't getting cracked. So one of the problems of Halo Wars is just you have to crack bases in the Banish versus UNSC matchup. UNSC has very strong turrets. Banish has shields and cloak. In UNSC versus UNSC, you can just go vultures, and eventually you'll find a positioning where you can crack a base with vultures. So those end usually before the 1 hour mark. But the mixed matchups and the banished mirrors, not so much. That's harder. Decent wall by Dark there. Actually, I like that quite a bit. Oh, he's got the big call in as well. Oh, I think he's gonna crack Scoot here. There's just no stuff. Scoot's gonna give up. Holy shit. Dark just brought it back. The Sentinels did not work this time. Well done, Dark. That was a great colony turtle. But man, this is difficult to deal with that Hunter Capitano, that's for sure. What a game. What a game that was just now. But it's time for a new one. Game 4. Scootman will be playing as Forge. On the other side of the map, we've got Darkangel. We'll be bringing Atriox. Now, I like this a lot for Forge, but the longer it goes, the more capable Atriox gets. There are plays available to forge even in the later game, but all the invulnerabilities just make it very difficult to deal with the army. Now what you do have though is vulture base cracking, obviously, and then you follow it up by for the unit call-ins, you go for combat salvage, which will just make your vultures able to fight for free. You get them back. It's all good. You have heavy metal. So you can almost certainly crack late game bases if you have the setup for it. But, you know, a large number of reavers can go a long way. Second generator quite soon. And the problem for Scoot is he's not really getting his mini bases. I guess he should get the middle one now. If Dark had vision on that, he could absolutely steal it, but he doesn't. The grunt actually can't see that far. Will Scoot do this or what? He did now. He might get this one too. That's a big deal if he can break even here on bases. But I don't think Dark should allow it. He's already here. Dark, 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 Dark. Get the mini. Get the mini. Get the mini. Dark. There we go. A defensive turret just in case. But we'll have some jump back brutes. You know, turrets don't stop them by themselves. You will need some rabbits. Forge Hog wouldn't hurt. Sniper? What? Why is Scoot going infantry? Okay, I guess he's worried about like the hero, which Dark isn't even going for apparently. He might do here, but so far doesn't look like it. I think this is just a brute rush. Oh, he's got mines, man. Scoot's gonna have 3 turrets. No, that's the watchtower. Just 2 turrets then. One of them is an anti-infantry already upgraded. He just sacked a heavy supply pad to get another barracks. Oh my god. What is going on? Instead, he'll upgrade the mini base. What is happening? Crazy game. Gotta be careful here to not run over the mines there. The Scoot should be able to see that they're around. Good handle on that. Brutes were sent up here. Sorry I missed that, but Scoot will lose those minis most likely. And this is double heavy supply pad in the middle. That's a really juicy target there for Dark. Who needs the mini base anyhow? No need to engage with that UNSC army. If you can get a mini base like that and control all the minis, that's gonna... Why isn't Scoot playing with the Forge Hog? I don't understand this. This is not the first time he's doing it, by the way. Like, he seems to like infantry as Forge on Vault. I'm so confused. Stealing a base on the far side now. Decent mine detonation there. Dark was hoping for something like that. Could have been more, but you know, don't get greedy. Are we gonna see some suicide runs now? There's 2 snipers, 4 snipers. Okay, you probably don't want to do it. No suis. They just pick off the entire squad in one shot. Scoot's Expo is ready. Dark has his second extractor upgraded now. That makes him still way behind Scoot though, despite all those pad upgrades and whatnot. He's getting a third generator right away. Maybe this is a Condor game, I don't know, man. So weird. Okay, Dark's ready for tier 2 as well. And if he can hold this front page... Oh wait, he's not building on it! Dark! No! Not like this. Not like this. Got so much money, please spend it. Please. Man, that combat tech rocket guy works overtime. Oh, question in the chat. Can I define what a node strat is? It's when you capture a power node without killing sentinels. Even if you do kill one or whatever, it's like the capture's purpose is to not kill the sentinels. If that's clear, then that's not allowed. Like if you could go there with just 2 grunts, you really quickly capture it. You end up killing 1 sentinel, but then you leave on purpose. That is a node strat still. But the harshest form of the node strat is the cloak version, where the elite leaders just upgrade cloak grunts and they send 1 grunt to every power node, take it, leave, and sentinels aren't activated. That's the worst. Because then you have 5 power nodes in the early game, insane income, and there's not much the other guys can do about it because the sentinels are there to protect now the captured power node. Like if people abuse that on ladder and they're a top player, you're probably not going to beat them with a leader that can't do it. Did that turret shoot the sentinel? That's quite the range. So much better with the Warthog, right? While this infantry is just healthier. You get a quick boy that can run around, respond to things. Dark doesn't seem to have enough choppers. I think just continuous ammo round usage here. Long run will be a problem. But Dark has a lot of bases. He'll probably lose one of these. But not this one. This one looks good. That's where his third extractor is. This one is starting to look good. Is that Kodiak's getting deployed? Oh yeah, from the drop. And Scoot has this base as well. Next up, he will want some kind of population upgrade. But Goss overcharge first, as he's tier 3 already at 10 minutes. Kodiak's doing some serious work. And that's probably the base that can't make it. Because, I mean, it's just a bit difficult to defend against this. Maybe we'll see from Dark a little bit of engineer support or something. Wouldn't hurt if he had some banshees to go after these. But he's full pop. He's got nothing. Not sure what he does have, because this is so few units, right? Oh wait, sorry, that was good. I'm getting tired. Okay, 20 pop is what Dark has. What is going on? He's so rich. He's tier 3. Do something. A lot of power, but I'm not really using it. Kind of worried for Dark now. He'll be able to hold the base, but it won't have any buildings on it. Reinforcements coming in for Scoot, like clockwork. Damn, that Forchog is pretty good at cleaning up stuff. Once you got this tier 3 upgrade, it's an absolute beast of a unit. Shocked that Dark still doesn't have a hero. Like, if you had that hero and you teleport it on top of these guys, then both Kodiaks go down. That's just what it is. A upgraded turret is giving the Warthog some business, but it's nowhere near enough. Especially with the Nightingale helping out, that's just comfy business indeed. Kodiaks will be shelling the remaining turret, and then it's time to hit the buildings. Marine attack is kind of falling apart a little bit as the turrets are coming online. But Scoot could always just get his next population research. 420 pop. Drop in the Grizzly Sea. Oh, this works. More Kodiaks, more stars. Plus some Hog Bros. Why not? Yeah, getting this base kill is huge. Okay, Scoot seems to be microing the Kodiak to shoot the base itself. That's good. Same seas here. Dark is gonna probably just lose both bases because he doesn't have stuff. Where is the stuff, Dark? Oh no. It's such a consistent problem, man. He's got the money. He's got the bases, but not the stuff. Need an objective tournament. I don't know if people would like that. The games would be very consistent. You don't get rush, turtle, whatever styles at all. Because you can't break 4 turrets, and you must play the objective, so you can only play economic flooding. Maybe you can play fast tech. Geo generator. Oh boy. Geo generator is not gonna kill these units. Arc is still just 65 pop and doesn't have a population upgrade unlocked. This is not good. I think he'll just break through this time. There's more Kodiaks. Oh my goodness. But any more? Did he lose the 1 stars? I think he did. Yeah, but there's 4 2-stars. That's just fine. That's gonna be just fine. Reefs are killing a handful of the Marines, but that's fine. as well. And we got Grizzlies. It's a much better unit than Marines. I think the Kodiaks are fine just shelling this for now. Don't really destroy the shield. Just keep that up. Then like a minute from now, we could see 2 more Kodiaks if Scoot really wants to. Eradication on the Kodiaks. I mean, you'd hit 2 of them. Probably no more. Ooh, there come the bombs. Darkangel is asking questions. Probably another lag spike for him. And the base is destroyed, ladies and gents. I think that's gonna be it. There's a whole lot of base building here for Dark this game, and not a lot of substance to the army. Even though early on he had really something going for himself, I have to say. What he did with early brutes was great, but it's just all fallen apart. Unfortunate ending here. But Scoot's taking it all now. And GG's is going to be called. Thanks to Dark for playing, and congrats on 4th place. So that's going to be Scoot winning 3-1 in this one. He's 3rd place. GG's. We want to thank our website patrons. This is by far the best way to support MetaPlays. Your contribution helps keep the project sustainable and allows us to produce more and better content. If you aren't yet a patron, check out our link in the description and get in touch to collect your perks. We will see you the next time.